Hello, hello, and welcome back to another live stream. Wow, I'm supposed to be using a new intro. God damn it. Hey, how's it going? I'll remember. I'm trying to break out of that intro. I don't know why. It's obviously it's another live stream. Is there a surprise? Is there... How's it going, guys? Happy Monday. Hope you're all doing well. It is a holiday today in the US. So everyone was mostly off except got pulled into something. So some people had to work on their day off, and I don't like when people have to work on their day off. Not just me. I mean, just in general. People shouldn't have to work on their day off. But sometimes it happens. But yesterday, I released the video. And my god, did it take me a while to freaking make that video. Oh, it took me a while to make that video. But I think people seem to like it. So, you know what? I guess I did well in that regard. What is it at now? 100% like to dislike ratio. It's good. Although for videos, that's not exactly like groundbreaking. Most videos will get like maybe 1 or 2. Sometimes some get like 3, but otherwise like mostly all liked, which is good. About 1,600 views in this time. I mean, it was not a 1 of 10. So clearly people didn't want to watch it that much. It was a 3 of 10. And then I think maybe it went to a 2 out of 10. So clearly it's not that much. But it's genuinely, I think it actually did well. Hello, General Data Upload. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Like my content? Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I also went ahead and over the weekend added a new channel to the Discord to add the community posts because I didn't know where the hell to post them. Like, I don't want to put it into the news channel. It's not really news, just like a random update. So I made a new channel, notified people about that, and posted about the little preview of little houses spawning and stuff. I just need to set that actually up because that was just a test. And I need to set it up to be automatic. And I want to make it so you draw, I don't know, either volumes or splines. And I'm thinking, I don't know which one I want to do. I would love to make it like you could just paint it. But that's currently having issues where if you close and reopen Unreal, the paint's kind of gone. It's kind of a big problem. So can't really do that right now. So I might do it with splines where I want to basically make it like City Skylines and games of that nature, where you specify a residential zone, specify a commercial zone, specify a industrial zone. I will spawn buildings based off of which kind of buildings you want there. Obviously, you can have create your own mixes or stuff like that, but I'll break it up to that way and then go from there. Is what I'm thinking. You're making a game like Elden Ring and Unreal. You're interested in the PCG videos I'm making? Well, thank you. Glad my videos are even remotely interesting for that. But by God, I hope you have a large team. That is not small scale. Best of luck. Other than that, you're 2. Best of luck. can absolutely do it with 2 people. It'll just take a while. I mean, it depends on how big of a game you're making. Just because it's like Elden Ring doesn't mean it's the scale of Elden Ring. But other than that, I got some updates of the character over the weekend. Well, I pretty much got the updates today, and it's looking pretty nice. Especially, I finally the character has hair. Let me actually pull it up here. Eh? 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 Obviously, this is like untextured, this is just a sculpt in ZBrush. Obviously, lots of things to adjust and whatnot, but this one looks like it looks small, obviously, because it is smaller than the other ones in this picture. Can I just go? Oh, yeah, there's the. I'll show the sprites, and here's my little cutout that in more aligned. But yeah. I'll pull it up on stream in a bit. But that's where we are right now. And that's pretty much it. What were we doing on Friday? Shall we get into Unreal and figure out what the hell we're doing today? Because I don't remember. I don't remember what we're doing today. What are we doing today? I think we're working on this menu today. Because if I recall, we finished the entire shop here. This is all done, if I recall. This, including the currency stuff. Okay, all of this is all working. Things are upgrading. I can make purchases and update my deck information here. 25. Good stuff. Good stuff. What did you use the UI? Common UI? Well, I mean, I'm not using common UI for anything except the fact that the mouse disappears. And the cost of I actually have a few YouTube shorts coming out this week about that, where I'm only using the mouse disappearing from common UI, and I've had to work around so many issues because of this one thing that I wanted. Otherwise, I'm not using anything from common UI except that. So, but today we're working on this, I guess. This is the next thing. I gotta get this working. This extra tab, and have this weapon tab in here. In the actual dungeon area. Hello, Famished Integral. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Welcome. First time load. Takes a while. I am the best? I'm alright. So I want to put the tab here, right? I want to add a tab here for the weapons, and I'll just show the weapon here as well. Oh, I need to move this over now because I changed the scale of this, I guess. This needs to line up. Small things, small things. We can adjust all that. That's not hard. So, shall we get started? Also, funnily enough, today I released the YouTube short about the instructor, the Unreal authorized instructor thing, about me needing, like, if I need to do anything more than 10 minutes, I won't reapply. Email came in today. Hey, by the way, don't forget to reapply, or like, I forget what it's called. What was it called? What the email say? Don't forget to last opportunity to earn your 2026 Unreal Authorized Instructor badge. Like, what do you mean last opportunity? What was the first opportunity? I don't know. So, but I had to actually post something in the tutorial section of the Unreal developer forum thing, and then link that. They wouldn't take the YouTube link directly, even though that one links it to YouTube as well. I don't know. Whatever. I submitted that to get that all taken care of. Are you using MetaHuman for the character or from scratch? I'm not the one making the character. And I believe the body is being used as a MetaHuman body base. So that way, if I wanted to, I could swap the textures around from a MetaHuman, if I recall correctly. But, yeah, and then, it's modified from there. And customized, but I think the base body is the MetaHuman one, potentially. I don't remember. I'm not the one making the character. I hired someone. I want to open base stats view. Okay. So, you wrap with widget switcher. So I don't have a stats view yet. Do I make the stats? Ooh, do I make the stats? Because the stats are going to be the same thing as here. Do I set it up like this? Obviously, no shop currency icon. Instead of all of this, it would say, instead of like increased dungeon currency drop by 5%, it would just say dungeon currency drops are 100% or something. Base damage increase 0%. Increase critical chance, or critical chance increased by 1%. Maybe I do that. Maybe I kind of reuse this kind of system and just do the same thing for the stats screen. The thing is, the stats screen doesn't need this. Doesn't need the bigger preview. I could use it. I could have it be almost exactly the same. I don't know. There's no reason for it though. Hey, Juan, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You optimize the card widgets with all that invalidation nonsense? I don't know what invalidation nonsense is, so probably not. I don't know what that is. Uh, like here, the reason I have a big preview is because you're upgrading the cards here, right? So it makes sense to have a bigger preview in case you have a lower resolution. And I guess if you're here, right, it's harder to read these. So that's the whole point of that. I guess I could still do that with the stats. That's like doesn't hurt. I guess I'll do that with the stats. Just not have this formatting. Yeah, we could do something like that. Big card preview. Yeah. Well, I would need to have another data table for the. Do I need another data table? Do I need another data table? Is the question. Or the whole compares. Yeah, I would need to say something different. And if I needed to say something different, I would need to probably have it in a different data table. So, all right, we have this. Okay, it says increase base damage by all the variable stuff. So this I need a new setup for. Or instead, I just put it into like melee arranged. And then I can reuse it. Ooh, that's better. Because then I don't need to put it into multiple. I just put it into one of these and set it up. If that's the case, let me see, because I think I have it all hard-coded in here, pretty much. Not hard-coded, but yeah, the grid panel is just a grid panel here. So I could grab it and I could get the I can grab this, change the population, change all this, fit it a little differently. Yeah, we can just modify this, copy and modify it. Okay, let's start with this then. Let's make a new widget. This is stats view. I don't want, this should not be a base stats view. This should be stats and weapon. This is stats view. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Overlay. Grid. Wrap the grid with a horizontal box. And let's go ahead and can I just go ahead and just take this? I don't need any of the other stuff. So I'm going to copy all this. This needs to be on the right. This needs to be fill. It's doing that thing again. There we go. Got him. Okay. So now that I have this, I should be able to copy you. You need something? Well, we have no missing functions, which is good. Grid panel, yeah, that kind of needs to be a variable. Max columns, we can promote that to a variable. Max columns 5. Larger card info, I believe, is a global variable. Yes. Initial generation variable. And this on card selected. I don't really need an on card selected on this one. Yeah, we're not selecting any of the cards. You can get rid of that. Okay. So now what we can do is go back here. Event construct, we want to do you generate the cards, activate the widget, reconstruct. Oh, this is not an activatable widget. Yeah, I don't need to activate anything. Yeah, this one we don't want to activate. Okay, so now we have these. Now we need to customize them. So let's just say health up. What I can do is put the new title in the melee and the description in the ranged. We have the fields. We might as well use them. So instead of base health up, I'll call this base health. Current base health. Do I want to say like current base health is blank? Or do I want to do current base health equal, or like colon? Let's try with just colon. Okay. I'll just start with that. Okay. So, health up. We do need to know how many upgrades there are. But we don't really need to do this, actually. No, we should get that. We should do the proper calculations. So, it would be... the current amount is... I mean, I guess we just need the current, get the health, max health. This does get me what I want. I think for health, this should be okay. So let's try then instead to set up... We don't need to do this as sold out. I don't think we need to do this either. tier display group. Yeah, should be collapsed. This is no, we do want this. We do want this. This is where we will set up all of the stuff. Okay. So what we want to do here is also ooh. I think right now the other ones will be broken in terms of what it's displaying, because it's going to try to display multiple lines in each one, isn't it? Oh no, surprisingly not. It's, oh yeah, it does, right there. Yeah, so we need to remove the 2 extra lines on this version, but and on the new one, but put it in the right place. So back here, set here and all the variables, all that stuff. So what I want to do then is grab you, set members. I don't need this. On this one, it should be relatively easy. Set members on melee and ranged to be book. And on the new one, we'll use the melee and range and replace the original information, and then reset them. Yep, so now it's back to normal. And on this new one, set members, we want to kind of grab all of these. Break. So what I want to do is melee goes to title, range goes to description, everything else, the other 2 get reset. I don't know. Look at this. And then I can just check here. Or not. What? Oh. Accidentally disconnected that and did not reconnect it. Okay, there we go. Current base health 5. Base health. That I believe disappears after. So now we can do a here. Here. So here we can just add this in. So there's a stats view, and you just need to activate things on button clicked. So on second button, yeah, play all of that, and we need to just set the widget switcher. Hey Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. What's it called? Active widget index. Ta-da! I think this should be more up here. Let's get this up higher. Okay, never mind. Let's get this up higher. There we go. I have a lot of room down here, and I don't know a good way of using it. It's okay. We'll get it figured out. Let's go ahead and set up the display on this thing. Wait, I am doing the setting of the large card preview. Check if this is set. When we do generate cards. Oh, wait. Did I get rid of this part? No, it should be. It's on the index is 0. When the index is 0. Oh. I think this is a local index, not a global index. No, this is it's a local index. No, this should be fine. So what's going on? This is just a collapsed graph. Oh, an initial generation. Did I set that? Initial generation is off by default. But I think it needs to be on by default. That's why. You're exhausted? Yeah, you literally did nothing today. You had it off from work and you spent it watching Netflix? I mean, look, I could kind of understand that. I can understand doing nothing and then being tired. So, yeah, I don't blame you. Sometimes doing nothing is harder than doing something. The price needs to go away. But this is working. Also, when I hover over them, I need to set that up as well. I do that so many places. So here, we need to get the stats and weapon. Let's rename this to this is just stats and weapon reference. Yeah, large preview. Set. Why is it set? What? Oh, right. I need to get the stats view here. Get the large card preview then, and then we set it if it was true. And this is false. We just go past it, and I think this is the only place where we need to kind of adjust this. There we go. Cool. Let's get rid of the cost. So icon and cost here. So we do not want to set the icon and cost. We just want to set the icon. So what I'm going to do is just get shop costs, set current value. That's all I need. No, not set. I mean the icon, not the value. I need just cart cost and set icon. No, not that either. Wait, hold on. Do I even need anything here? I don't think I just need this. I think I just don't need this. This is just not needed. Because that's all card cost stuff. I'm just realizing. Yeah, I just don't want any of that. So there you go. Problem solved. Goodbye. Okay, so now we just need to put in the information. So this is base health. This is base damage increased. Base damage increase. Base damage increased by increased. Yeah. Base damage increase. We'll customize this. Current chance. This is. Critical chance increase. Increased or increase. This is just critical damage. Just copy this. Next one is deck size. Let's call it just deck size. Current deck size. Starting deck size. Current starting. We'll need to obviously set up the variables to give it the right information. Dungeon currency increase. Dungeon currency drops. Dungeon currency. It's such a bad. I don't like how it is. Just the name of it is critical damage increase, and the description is critical damage increase : how much it's increased by. This needs to be better. But let's just set this up, and then I'll figure something out later, I guess. We do something like drops from bosses increased. I need to make it just a sentence. That's what I need to do, instead of just doing the colon thing. I think that's what I'm realizing. Curse reduction. This is curse effects are variable less effective on the player. Okay, let's rename the other ones. Dungeon currency increase. We'll do something like here. Drops from, or I guess specifically, currency drops from mobs increased by. Starting dark size. Current starting deck size is, or I guess the I'll put a "the" in front. That makes it special, doesn't it? The drops from bosses are increased by. Curse effects are blank less effective on the player. Are less effective, period. It's obvious that it's on the player. The currency drops from mobs are increased by. The current starting deck size is blank. The current deck size is blank. Critical damage is increased by blank. Base damage is increased by blank. Should I do "the" here as well? The base damage. the current base max health is current is stupid. The base max health is okay. Let's see this. Base max health is 5. Base damage is increased by 5%. Critical chance is increased by 1%. Critical damage, the values are wrong, but we'll adjust that in a moment. Instead of base max health, I'll just change the starting max health. Because that's like this health you have when you start the dungeon room. Starting max health is something. The base damage is increased by something. Critical chance. I should capitalize. Base damage, critical chance. Yeah, I should put it back to being capitalized. Max health is capitalized. Base damage is capitalized. Chance. Because basically it's a title, effectively. Currency drops from mobs are increased. I'll capitalize currency. Kind of want to maybe capitalize mobs as well, but it's fine. Drops from bosses capital. Cursor action, cursor already capitalized. Okay. Seems good. Okay, now we can go here and change this stuff. So, the max health is correct, but I'm pretty sure my display is not correct because this is not correct. So right now, I'm passing in tier 1 values. What we need to do is take the values of the upgrades, current upgrades, times tier 2. No, we just need to get the current and set it to be tier 1. I think instead of all of this, I think it's literally just current amount goes here. I need to keep the percentage stuff. Hey, good guts, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You're passing by to say hi. You're going to sleep already. I'll have a good night. Great sounding video, but well, thank you. Get some rest, get some sleep. I appreciate it. Just gonna undo this just to get you. Set members. And I'm just going to set the tier 1 here. Starting max health is 100. Base damage is increased by 0%. Critical chance is increased by 0%. Critical damage is increased by 0%. Current deck size is 10. That's correct. Curse effects are 0% less effective. The drops from bosses are increased. Ooh. Not increased by. Those are not increases. That's currently. We're not talking about increases here. It says boss currency drop rate. Let's just do like a blank boss currency drop rate. So let's say 100% boss currency drop rate. Uh, 100% currency, or yes, dungeon currency drop rate from mobs. Current starting deck size is, the current deck size is, critical damage is increased by, these are increases. So instead of dungeon currency increase, this is dungeon currency drop rate. Okay. Base health, starting max health is 100. Base damage increase, the base damage is increased by 0%. Critical chance increased by 0%. Critical damage increased by 0%. Deck size is 10. Starting cards 0. 100% drop, 100% boss currency drop rate. I want to maybe I should name it like this: 100% currency drop from bosses. Keep it consistent. Currency drop rate from bosses. Hello, Chiskino. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Have some tutorials and tips. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, that's a little better. We have so much empty room, I will say. I also probably should break this up. Slightly different background. Let's do that. Can I just grab it from here? Copy. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so this is working now. Let's check that the navigation with the controller is working. No, have not set that up yet. Oh yeah, I didn't copy that over. We just need to go to here. Custom navigation, copy. Custom. I need to set up. Wait a second. Oh, this is a. Let's come activate all widget. When we get desired focus target, we need to check. Get child index. Oh, not get get active widget index. I will select based off of that. If it is 0, so it is then the card. So we do this here, and then stats view. Get grid panel. Get child at. Get wait. Where's the selected index is what it's called. Oh, and we'll be here. We'll be here. That's why I couldn't find it.
Stream pause because apparently Twitch thinks you need to buy a truck right now.
There you go. Ta-da! Right for ads. All right. Thankfully, this one we don't need to worry about like having it be clicked or anything. This should all be set to preview. Actually. But nice. That's working well. After the ads, I'll show off my character. I want to get your guys' opinion on stuff. See what you guys think about the current character design. The block out and all that good stuff. See if you guys like it or absolutely hate it or anywhere in between. We still need to set up the switching here, so. And you still reactivate the widget. Yeah, still a bit to go. Still a bit to do, but we should be able to knock this section, all of this today, which is good. Ooh, also. We have a few things to fix. Yeah, we gotta. A few things we gotta fix. As you saw there, it kind of broke. That's okay. That's what we're doing right now. Ads are finally almost over. Okay, ads are over. So, this is the current blockout of the character. He has hair now. Look, he has hair. Obviously, this is literally just a zebra sculpt. It's not even like a high-res zebra sculpt. This is just like a blockout sculpt. But that's the main character currently. Here's a close-up of the face. That's where we are right now with it. It has asymmetry with the arms, the legs. These are gonna be shorts. There's gonna be like a metal piece, cloth fabric here, long hair, and this needs to still drape over on the side. But yeah, that's the current design, basically. Any questions, concerns? Looks amazing, thank you. Not nitpicking, but were the thigh covers decided to be the mirror system? The thigh covers, do you mean this? Originally I was gonna have it flipped. Oh, this is flipped. Yeah, this is flipped. Yeah. Is this flipped? No, I think originally I flipped it to the other side, but with the new hair, I think the artist said, let's try this first. It's not hard to get this, to put this on the other side. This is fine, I think. The main thing is the asymmetry, right? So on this side, you have the hair a bit more compared to this. Blackout skin, it's better than PS2 graphics still? I mean, this is ZBrush, so... Once you start talking ZBrush, of course it'll be better than PS2 graphics at the very least. At the very least. Bigger gap opposite of shoulder. This? You're talking about this? I'm not sure what you're referring to. The hair and sleeve and shoulder pads are perfect. Yeah, one thing I wanted for sure is I wanted one fully covered arm, like in terms of like armor, and one less covered. Like that was a definite, I want that. And I wanted, so this piece right here around the neck is metal. This is also metal. So this is metal, this is metal, this is metal, this piece is metal. This is more like a tough leather here. This is more light fabric. Belts, shorts, lace, I don't know. Forget the material. Obviously metal. And you can see from the back, and again, the fabric here, the plan is to make it go a little bit around the waist. So that way it comes more from the side and then goes back instead of being just 100% in the back. But not everything is 100% like done here. Bare shoulder diagonal from the bigger thigh gap. Oh, this? Yeah, I wanted one shoulder only to have a pauldron. I want the silhouette. I want an asymmetrical silhouette. That's the main thing about this whole thing, is I want asymmetrical silhouettes. So that's why the belts are not the same, right, on both sides. One's gonna be maybe bigger, one smaller, maybe sticks out a little more higher up versus lower down. This gives a nicer silhouette. This is the big one because it's next to the face. Obviously, the hair is going to be a different silhouette, but this is a big one for silhouetting. Welcome in, Elgonzandre. Zandere. I don't know. I butchered that multiple times. Welcome in, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Agree on asymmetrical thigh highs? Yeah, basically only one has... This is all metal armor. If I move to the side, it'll be easier to see. Right, this is like more armor. You can see there's some fabric in the back there with some straps. And one of them has it going higher, and one of them is more exposed. Again, more asymmetry. That's kind of the block. I just wanted to get your guys like feelers on this And again, this is the current face as well. So obviously this is not a clean full model. This is just a lockout sculpt of it. Obviously no textures, obviously no nothing. But that's the face. So let me know what you think. I think switching the leg thigh covers mirrored would be more balanced. One side of the body is more protected than the other, unless intended. Then it's no problem. I mean, again, it's not a, that one's not really an intended or not intended. That one's just more of a what seems like it visually looks better. There's no logic on having only one. Consider making the legs asymmetrical. In what sense? I don't want the armor to be asymmetrical, and this is armor. Like, I don't know. Like here, the armor is symmetrical, at least on these pieces. Yeah, this one doesn't have the pauldron on this side, but otherwise it's symmetrical. Oh, make the legs symmetrical. Oh, it looks weird to you. Oh, I missed that. Oh, yeah, maybe. We'll see. It's hard to tell right now also because one, there's no textures on it. There's no like proper lighting on this. This is all like front lit. Again, the nice thing is we can mirror this to the other side or remove it from both sides later. That's kind of why I had it be done on only one. The color on this might also not be this dark in the end. And with a lighter color that's maybe a little more toned down, you're not going to read that as such a big difference. Maybe it'll be like more of a, in between of the skin and this. And so it won't pop as much, right? The colors are not all correct here. So, again, this is... But yeah, I agree. This is one of those things where, I'm keeping an eye on here and seeing how it ends up. Lower down the shorter armor on the leg to the knees, to the diagonal is more clear. Lower down the shorter armor on the leg to the knee. Oh, like maybe like remove this piece, you mean? We'll see. Try a larger discrepancy, something about it looking too close. That's an interesting idea. Maybe removing this piece here. Let me just do this. Let's do a quick little draw over. Hey, Elbow, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Can I... This is going to be so bad. That's the bigger change. I assume you guys meant this. Obviously, this is not a proper thing, but yeah. So this is basically just above the knee, right? Because the knee is here. This is the first panel above the knee. There's only 2 panels here. Again, then the question then becomes: is it better to have it flipped also? So we could go something like this. So more asymmetrical. Here's what I was originally thinking too, is about flipping it, even with the hair. So even more exposed. This is fully armored. This is more exposed. Remove one of the panels. Feels more balanced, switching weights. Yeah, I kind of like the more exposed leg too, honestly. The question then becomes, okay. Here's a question. Can I... like, I don't know what color this part is, right? This is the little fabric area. Do we want something here? Or I guess it's better without it. Because the alternative is... probably follow the diagonal from the long armored leg to the other one. Oh, you mean like this angle here, right? So instead of this angle, you're talking about this angle. So it'd be like right, like that. I assume you meant. Extend that angle from the up right to the down left. Wait, up right to the down. Oh. Do you mean like literally having it this way? Like having like this way effectively, but like lower? I don't know about that one, Chief. I mean, like right here, here. That one I'm less keen on personally. I like the idea of having this be a little more up to be more like, like this one. This one. Like this angle here instead of this one. But I think this is the this probably for a reminder. Original, new. Everyone say new? Thoughts? Nobody just dropping an idea. Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, like I'm not gonna follow 100% of everyone's idea, but I'm, I would like to know what people think. New +1, okay. Now the boy shorts are strange to you. Do you have one with no exposed flesh below the waist? Oh, I mean this? Like this area? This is just belts on top of the hips. I wanted this specifically because when it's pixelized, it gives a nice little breakup. Now, +1 also? No, all of it? What do you mean, all of it? Mirror legs feel better this way? The thighs, etc. Oh, do you mean like one where she's not wearing shorts when there's pants? No. There's no pants version. The main thing here is I want the most amount of color changes and like value changes. Because when it's pixelized, you get to actually see it. So for example, if I go to here. Right, you see how the, obviously this is a little bit too dark. But you could see how the color change, right? The value change reads really nicely as pixel. Even the color change there still is right. Obviously, not final colors. Doesn't have lighting, doesn't have normals, etc., etc., etc. But I'm just showing that, hey, that's the reason why I wanted not full pants. Full pants would just read all black or all whatever. It wouldn't be as interesting. What about old plus symmetry on the gaps? So this is the old with the. Here, what we can do is, there you go. Old wait. Old symmetry on the gap. Old less exposed thigh mirror. Here, I'll do a third one here. Oh, this is the one I did a paint over on. Can I turn that off? Wait. Why is it still... Just do one of these. Oh, it's because it was the painted over version. Hold on, let's do. You. Bye. Hello. And you wanted this mirrored. Okay. This is just mirrored. This is mirrored and the bigger thigh reveal. This is original bigger thigh reveal. There we go. You had not seen a preview of how it translates to the sprite nor to form your opinion? Yeah, that's why I'm explaining the reason why I have skin. Or as much skin like in places. It contrasts really nicely. So I don't mind the more skin here. Right. By the way, whatever we choose here does not mean 100% I am doing that. I'll still consult the character artist to get his thoughts on it and, and go from there. So I'll just present like what people liked. You like the this one, the original? Flipped? This is the original. This is flipped. Go to 2, this one. I was curious what you guys like. Or do you mean high thighs like this bigger thing? Here, I'll make this easy. 1, 2, 3. And 3 can include either one of these. So you won't be finding it more in the future, maybe? I don't know. I mean, this is the base model, right? Or not the base model. This is the base blockout. It'll obviously have more detail. Like it'll have like actual information here, and not just be like color and a rectangle. So right, it'll obviously have a lot of that. Is she left or right-handed? Right. She's right-handed, so this is her main hand. What's her stance like? Depends on the animations I can get for her. I don't know. I haven't looked into that detail. Depends. Can I get an animator to create animations for her, or can I only get the ones on the marketplace? No. What's going to be my budget? Am I going to get Kickstarter money, or am I going to, just stumble through it? It really depends. You mean system auto capture the sprites? Yes, but it's not the full system. Say the clothing guard her more on the right in that case. Oh, don't worry about the guarding. She's immortal. Yeah. Just don't worry about the protection aspect of it. I want to know what you like better visually. she's effectively immortal. It's a roguelike. I'm making her immortal effectively in the lore, which is why you keep going back to the start. So, for all intents and purposes, her dying is not the end of her. So, and that's lore. So you don't need to worry about her having more protection. Anyway. I'll present this, probably, you know, present these options and see what the character artist thinks as well. I kind of like the bigger change here. I think that's not pretty bad. Aesthetics ought to complement how be derived from how she's positioned when fighting. It's a sprite. You're not gonna see shit. You're not gonna see shit. Right. There's like 4 frames. The main attack is like 2 frames. Yeah, this is lower res than this, but this is the animation, effectively. You know, see, people have a good night, man. Thanks, down by. Thanks for the feedback. Anyway, I'll get this out, and thank you for the feedback. Now back to what we were doing, I guess. Maintain more exposed skin on the left. Maintain the contrast during attacks. Yeah, I mean, in either way, right? You'll see from one side and the other side. So it's not like it doesn't really matter in that regard which side it's on, because I don't flip the sprite. That is his left leg versus right leg. So you'll see both, depending on which way he's facing. Okay, let's go ahead and set up this. When we click it, this should reactivate the widgets. Let's start with it. I know I do reactivate a widget here. So why don't I... Why don't I have the card selected? Oh, I guess I don't have the card selected because I'm not using controller. Okay, we need to do the tab selection with a controller. Okay, let's go here. So let's do you here. So we need to check for tab previous. Do I need to tab previous, tab next? Hold on. Can I reuse the stuff that we had? Probably not. Card Locks collection view. Dungeon collection. Dungeon collection. That is not how you spell that. I keep having an I typed at the end, and I don't think I'm the one that's typing the I at the end every single time. I noticed that today. Keep typing things, there's an I at the end. And that's not happened before. I have a feeling that's not me just having eyes all of a sudden. Next previous dungeon collection tab. Next collection category, previous collection category. You don't really need to do it this way on here. So here we can do so this is previous, this should be next. And what I want to do is, because there's only 2 tabs, select next tab. I want to grab the widget switcher, get active widget index, set active widget index, and theoretically I just set it to be 1 minus, right? Because if it is 1, then it sets to 0. It's just 1 minus, right? If this is 1, it becomes 0. If this is 0, it becomes 1. Also, I guess in my case, because there's only one of them. I mean, I could do this. This is the same thing for both. Yeah. Okay, good start when buttons don't work. Why doesn't it work? Oh. Reactivate widget. I'm setting the value. I'm just not doing anything after setting the value. No, I take it back. No. Okay, what's the problem? Oh. I do need to do also. I should do this instead. Trigger button 1, trigger button 2. That's probably the better way of doing it instead of this. So instead of this, because this is the one that will take care of it, get the current widget. Switch on int. Don't need a default. Or am I being stupid? Am I being really stupid? The answer is yes, by the way. Yeah, it's not even printing anything. Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. Is this even triggering? Oh! Yeah. Left and right now is printing. And the problem is... Hey. No joystick drift. The problem is I need to do this logic on the cards. God damn it. I need to do the logic on the cards. Okay. Okay, let's see. Ooh. So I cannot do hover on preview. I get, you know what? Do I want a different... There we go. Okay, so I need to have the logic of swapping tabs there. So that means that I actually need to set this, the logic of this function onto a blueprint interface after all. Gotta do a blueprint interface. Let's do a next stats weapon category. Okay, so I need to do select next tab. That's all we need to do. Select next tab. Okay. And then what we can do is, oh, you know, instead, next previous dungeon collection tab, we can just reuse this. We can just reuse that. Because what we can do is What's it called again? Previous collection category. What I can check is if this is valid, then obviously do it. But if it is not valid, I guess in either case, in either case here, because it's going to be the same command for both. Check if it's valid, and if it is, select next step. And then we can just reuse the same thing we were using here. Just take this. Instead of all of this. Because now it's also going to be on the card. So theoretically, god damn it. Did I get it backwards? I think I might have gone in backwards. Access none trying to read property owner. Remove from parent. Ah. Because I need to do a owner should not be self here. Whoops. What's it called when I could just do get owner, or promote to a variable? It's the best way. Let's promote to a variable. Owner. And then here on begin play and construct. Set owner to self. Okay, so that will take care of that, but did I do stupid and make these backwards? No? So this should work. Button selection. What's the problem here? Why are you not, You're You're still not triggering, huh? Okay. Access trying to read property remove from parents on quit UI. From where? Oh, you're not telling me from where, though. What's trying to access you? Like, I know it's trying to use this function. But from where? From where? I think it's the cards. But I'm setting this. Oh, is this generating? Expose on spawn. And then I can try to. Oh, but I can't put it itself. No, see, I need to do. Okay, what I need to do then is turn off the pre-construct, first of all. Second of all, turn this off for the generating of the cards. We do a custom event, generate initial cards. And then here, we set this, generate initial cards. So then it will make sure to have this value set. And then we should be okay. No, we're not, huh? Okay, now what the hell's the problem? Why is it not being said? What? Stats and weapon. It should be working. Look, I know it's Monday, but I feel like... Oh. Because I'm using the preview version. Do this. Is valid. Let's do a select. Is valid. If it's valid, then use it. If it's not valid, get over. So I can reuse this in other locations besides just the this thing. Yeah, okay. Okay, the tabbing still doesn't work. But I can at least open and close this with a controller. Okay. Jesus Christ. Good job, me. Why am I like this? So, what is going on here? Why is this having a problem? Also, what was the print string that we were just doing? Hello. So that's not. Where'd I put the print string? Print string. Wait. But I just put this one in. I'll check the print string after. Just step by step be doing. Well, I'm not concerned. This is normal here. This whole chaos, very normal here. Where I just forget things and like, what was I doing again? That happened 5 seconds ago. Where are you? Where's this print string that... Well, it's somewhere here. Oh, you know what? Is it... Oh, it's not here. Where the hell did I add the print string? Oh, god damn it. There it is. Go away. Jesus Christ. Okay. Hate it. Hate it. I love it when you press a button and then nothing prints. Button working. Okay, so it's working in here. It's not working here. Okay. Let's figure out why it's not working on the card. We now figured out that this logic is correct. This is all working correctly. That's not where the problem is. The problem is specifically on the card. And that's probably because... Yeah, I only have deck builder sorting here because of the preview version. So I need to copy this here. Ta-da! Next tab. Previous tab, doesn't matter. Keep selection. Keeps position. There's the weapon screen. There's the stats of the weapon. Yay! Reason? I'm stupid. Reason for all the chaos? Stupidity. Just my own stupidity, and that's okay. Okay, but now I have to play the other game. Where's the hello? No? What was the print string? We had a print string. Oh, we're working. Why is it taking so long to... Oh, it's also in the stats of weapon. It always also says stats of... Where's the print string? Oh, there. We're good. Just get rid of that. We're fine. Everything's fine. Dear God. Okay. We got it. So basically now, you could see your stats, your current stats, which is what you kind of go in. Oh. It does need to be the other mode, or else.
on lockdown while Twitch reminds us that food delivery exists.
It does need to be the other mode, not the preview mode, because otherwise we get the crowns. God damn. After all that, that's fine. It's fine. Not a big deal. This is what happens when you overthink. Or underthink. I don't know which one. There's not much thinking going on, let's be honest. It's more like just try some shit and see what sticks. Polishing little details always appear at some point. It'd be nice if these were polishing details. The main thing here is, look, if someone as stupid as me can make a game, anyone can make a game. Just look at the stupidity that I do. And realize that you can do it too. I don't know. When I was younger, I had like friends and colleagues. They're like, "Look at this amazing artwork," and I never was like inspired by looking at anything amazing. I'd be more intimidated by anything amazing. And then once I got better. And I got to the point where I could just do it like closer to that level. I'm like, okay, cool. I know how that's done. Like I could do it myself. I've never gotten inspired for stuff. But I feel like if you see someone that is clearly stupid doing great things, I think that is more inspiring is where I'm getting at, compared to when someone is amazing and makes no mistakes. Like, I can't do that. I make too many mistakes. But if you see someone doing something stupid like I do all the time, I feel it should be inspirational. You're realizing how hard it is to make the game you want as fast. You started gray boxing? Oh, yeah. Figuring stuff out at the beginning, yeah, is a challenge. This has gone through an insane amount of iterations. This game started looking very differently, and through the versions was very different at many points in time. But I've been considering it a prototype for even now. A lot of things I'm still trying to figure out, like how do I want to do things. I'm still trying to figure things out, prototyping it, and going through the motions, if you will. So, but eventually, I'll get there. I'll get there eventually. There we go. So now it has no more icon. So here you see your current stuff. Your current critical chance is increased by 0. Let's actually confirm that when we get the upgrades here, that it actually updates our values. So 125. Let's get a few of these. Here. Let's pick up a bunch of stuff. And now if we come here, starting max health is 125, base damage increased by 50%, critical chance increased by 3%, critical damage increased by 25, current dex is 25. Yeah, sweet. all of that is working pretty well. And we should be able to go here. And see also our deck builder stuff. Yep, there's our starting cards. You can see there on the right. We have our deck value. We can add more cards in. Right. Remove cards. Add cards. Yeah, I think that's working pretty well. Yeah. Boink, boink. Cool. So, our actual start screen is done. Let's go ahead and add that weapon display to the dungeon. Because the stat screen is cool, but you don't really need it outside of the hub. Because this is just the information you have for when you begin a run. This is your base information, base stuff. This is the stuff you can upgrade in the meta shop, but this is what they're currently at. Things that your base crit chance increase. I mean, I guess it would be good to know your crit chance, base crit chance inside of the dungeon too. I was planning to only add the weapons, but I'm like, maybe I should add the base stuff. Oh, why can't I not exit from here now? Exit! Oh no. Why was I not able to exit? Exit here. Huh? Why was I not able to exit just a moment ago with the select button? Works now. Great. I love bugs that can't replicate. It's a lot of decisions and blueprints you had to make before, so you keep going. You're doing a really good work. Love the process and learning meanwhile. Well, happy to teach you things not to do. Any way I can help, I'm glad. So right here in the dungeon, right, we have our activate cards, our deck, shop pool. So if we activate one of the cards, right, we get shop pool cards. And we have the exhaustus cards. So here I want to add the weapon. Now I'm like, do I put the stats in here? Hey Leo, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You know, wall run mechanic. It's nice. Also getting deja vu of this combo. A wall run mechanic? For your top-down game? Just want to be clear here. We're talking about the top-down game, right? Not for the top-down game, no. What game is it now, Leo? I forget what are you working on now? Smaller scope, smaller game. Okay. Well, what's the smaller game? Because I don't remember. I don't know if you told me before. Let's call it a mech shooter for now. Are you making Titanfall? You're just making Titanfall. Be honest. Nah? You sure? Nah, there's no humans. You don't. Humans is not the part of the of Titanfall that people care about. It's the mechs on the wall already. Oh, this needs to be renamed. This is weapon. And this is stats. Do I have a better icon I can use, actually? Yeah, I should be able to use this one. And here for the stats, we can use the book. That's fine. Only first person POV? Isn't Titanfall first person? You're doing a Resident Evil 7, 8 clone? Have you played those? No, because those are horror games. I don't play horror games. I play RPGs. If anything's closer to Armored Core, but no way in hell you're... no way in hell are you from stuff, so it's 100 times smaller. So it's like small mechs. Lego mechs. That would be hilarious if someone remade a game and just said whatever they were talking about the description of the game, they would just say it's like this game but smaller, and they meant it literally. Or they would just take whatever game it is and made all of the pieces as though they're miniatures. Exact same everything, but everything is just a miniature. Oh, I know what you mean, Leo, but I think it would be hilarious if someone just made a miniature version of whatever game. It would be insane to do. It would need to be a mod more than anything. Like if you like modded Elden Ring, and instead of, you know, having like everything would be as normal, but you just need to replace all of the assets with things that made him look like miniatures, and then change the camera to be like a shallow depth of field to really emphasize the miniature, like shallow depth of field from like zooming in too far. You're good. I don't remember. Do I have it auto set up to go to the next tab? I don't think I do I? Toy mechs would be great. I mean, toy mechs are just mechs, aren't they? Okay, I do need to set this up manually. Toy mechs are just mechs. Let's be honest here. They're just big toys. We're going to also change. So this whole thing needs to be wrapped with a widget switcher. There we go. Okay, so here. We need to do a button when you press this. This is going to be close. Fifth button. Trigger button 5. And this is this guy. So we want to do. Where's the widget switcher? Why is it underneath the widget switcher? Eh? How's that a thing? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So I want to do here, set active widget index to be 1. And then we need to do 0 for all of the other ones. They just swapped to Twitch just because of the character limit, Leo. I bet that's why you swapped to Twitch. Or so you're going with the idea of having it be a roguelite, where only having successful runs lead to saving those selected modifications, but in your process of designing it, the core gameplay of movements and shooting can theoretically work for different game modes entirely, like arena style, for example. So because of that, you're not focusing on the game mode, but only on the gameplay first. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because YouTube character limit is crap. I don't know why it's so low. To be fair, a lot of things on YouTube in terms of streaming is just worse. Unfortunately, the quality is much better. That, you know, I'll give YouTube that. The quality is like much better. You know what also is stupid? On Twitch, if you did a like if you did bits or something, right, and you want to add a message with the bits, the limit, right, is very large of how many characters. But on YouTube, the limit of how many characters you can write your message is equal to how much money you throw at the streamer through super chats, which I find insane. Why is the super chat amount of money equal to the length of the message? So if you want to write a longer message, you have to give more money. I have no control over this, mind you, but it's stupid. Let me control that at least. You were able to set up guests in a day? Well, now you've had experience with it, so it makes sense. Select next sword. Previous sword. We don't need to do anything there. Don't need to do anything there. This one, yes, and this one. This needs to move. Wait, this is previous. So 4 is. So if it is on 4, that means it's the 5th button. Previous should trigger button 3. Hold on, I need to pause and let my brain actually. Previous, if it's on 5, I want to trigger 4. 3, 2, and then this goes here. Okay. Haven't added anything, but it's there. Hey, that's already, big progress. And that is a tangible way that you could see that you have learned something and improved, which is probably a great feeling. Can't wait for the day your brain says, screw it, time to make a multiplayer game. You're just anticipating it. Considering how much you overscope, I'm surprised you haven't gone there yet. I will say. Just from that point of view. Because you do like to scope very big games. I just scope Creep the 1. Okay, so it goes to the next tab. But this is not quite working right. Why is this not? Oh, I know why. It's because we did the 5th button. But I need to make sure this is not 4. Instead of burn cards, this needs to be weapon. Because we're going to update all of this. Close other buttons needs to close 5th button. Then set the weapon as selected. Yep. Button selection is 4, and then good. Kind of helps when you set the rest of the stuff as you're supposed to. I don't even know if my next game would be a multiplayer game. I don't play multiplayer games. So, like, on one hand, I think it would be fun to make a multiplayer game, but on the other hand, I don't play multiplayer games, so I don't know if I'd be a very good person to make a multiplayer game. Why did it not close? Oh, I thought I replaced this. Like, I think, like, I'd maybe like to make just a fun little friend slob game, if you will. Like, I think that'd be fun to do. Like some basic mechanic, just, co-op kind of thing, or maybe a multiplayer kind of thing. I think it'd be fun. But There we go. That is very wrong. Why on the shop pool and... What's going on? 0. Oh! I thought I copied the 0 one. Also, I'm probably need to adjust here. I'll check if it's valid. If it's not, then yeah, return self. That should be fine. It'd be nice to try a few multiplayers first so you can have more perspective. Yeah, it won't be for a long time though. But also to play multiplayer stuff, you would need to have friends. So, yeah, we know. Maybe in a decade or two. There we go. Now we have the weapon. So if I theoretically gave myself a different weapon now, let's give ourselves this level 2 Wand of Spellbolt. I pressed escape when I didn't mean to press escape. Okay, so we have the great sword. Now we give ourselves, yeah, we'll give ourselves an air blade. Doesn't really matter. Actually, let's give ourselves this because yeah, there we go. Weapon updates. So now I have yeah, it activated here. It's great. And there's a weapon. Ability, the icons all get updated depending on the controller or not. Sweet. So we now can see when we pick up a new weapon, if it's in the deck already and you pick up a new weapon, you could see what weapon abilities those are. I mean, you should know them because you're putting the card in your deck, but if you need to, it's now there. Real question now is, do I want stats inside of the dungeon? There's no reason to have most of these. This doesn't make sense because you see it in the bottom left corner. You don't need it. You generally see this in the hub too, but maybe I'm going to turn off the hub UI, the health and all that in the hub, which is a possibility. We'll see. Like this is would be kind of nice to see, right? These three. Base increase on crit chance, crit damage, and base damage increase. You don't need the deck size ones in the dungeon. And then you would also then have the dungeon currency drop rate, the boss currency drop rate, and the curse reduction. So it's really these 6 out of 9. I don't know. And even then, like, you don't need to see these values in the dungeon itself. Like, so I think I'm not gonna have them. But if you had a player screen, well, that's basically what this is in the hub. This is effectively the player screen. This shows you your base stuff, your base stats. This is the stuff that you get from the meta progression shop. Right, this is the meta progression stuff, and this is your base stats. The thing is, right, this is the stats that's not affected by the cards in the dungeon. And you can't really have them updated with the cards in the dungeon because it depends on, are you using a melee attack or a ranged attack? Are you, like, there's so many values and things that would depend that you can't just say your crit chance is X, because sometimes your crit chance also will depend on XYZ situation. So, I feel like I just keep it here. We have the base weapon. Whatever, if you swap your weapon here, right, you will have it. And then the main one I want to add was the weapon. Okay. If we come here and swap the weapon, excuse me, why does this no longer work? Excuse me. What's going on right there? What? After battle, have a good night, Leo. Thanks, bye. How did that happen? Oh, how did that happen? How do I recreate that? Oh, now I can't do it. Now I can't. Now. Is it when I swap weapons? Why can I not go to another tab after that? What's going on? Widget switcher. Get active index. Let's do a switch here. This might be why, but not 100%. Let's just double check. So if it's on the first one, then we're doing this for sure. If it's on the second one, then we for sure are returning. Yeah, it returns that panel, which shouldn't be being returned. It needs to be returning self. So I wonder if that's the problem. Right, this also works. Yep. We'll go to the weapon, then pick a new weapon. What is going on there? So this is clearly what's breaking it. But why? What happened? Oh, you have the weapon? The menu is forced to stay in the weapon menu? Yeah, that's all fine. But why is it when I pick up a new weapon that things just are not happy afterwards. That's the real question. Here, this is why. This is why. Because I didn't. This is automatically playing or opening the stats window and dealing all of that stuff, even if I was left on the weapon and reselected it. So, because it's regenerating it. So what I need to do is widget switcher, get widget active widget index, switch. So, we do this. Select for preview. Then otherwise, instead of the stats, we do it for weapon. We set that to be active. And then we do not need to set... no, we should still set the preview. We should still set the preview. So that when we swap to it, it's already generated. Okay, I think this was the problem. Let's figure out if I solved it. Right, so we're here. We're on the weapon. We go select new weapon. That was why. There we go. Problem solved. Okay. Basically what happened was, right, I was on the weapon tab. It ran the construction again. And the construction told it to open this tab. And select this tab. But without actually opening and selecting it. Visually. It was a mess. Because this one was still open. So the other one was open and focused. We gotta figure it out. Yay. Aha! Okay. So, we now officially have, I think, pretty much all of the widget stuff done except the boss shop. Now, the boss shop, we're going to be changing this to be a 3 tall system with a large card preview. So instead of having 12 cards, we'll have 18 per boss. Let me open it up. Where's our little drawing here? So here, this. So this is what we're gonna have for the boss shop. Obviously, it won't have like this display like this. It'll just show the one, whatever currency you have. But we'll have 3 rows. So we have 6 times 3. You'll have 18 total. It should fit if we adjust this. Obviously, I won't have the preview or stuff like this. something. This is obviously from a different section that I grabbed. But the point is, I'm going to have a 3 tall, 18 cards total, which means in the 4 bosses that we have, right, we're going to have 72 power-ups compared to currently having 48. So we're going to add a lot of power-ups. And once I start adding the power-ups, that's when I'm going to swap the UI to look more like this, which will keep it more consistent with the other ones. But the next thing that I want to work on, and I've been genuinely very excited to finally work on, is the mobs. Specifically the packs of mobs. We're going to have different mobs in terms of normal, elites, and champions. So in average pack, we'll have some regular mobs that are going to be like very easy to kill. Like they'll only take like a few hits. Elites will be considerably more challenging, and champions more challenging still. Obviously, they'll give, you know, an appropriate amount of XP per. So that's one thing. The other one is, with the XP change and the pack change, right? I'm going to remove this system where you get a card at certain breakpoints of this XP bar, and we're basically going to give the player levels. If the player wants to farm the mobs and gain more XP to unlock more cards from the deck, right? If you want to unlock more cards, they can. Or if the player wants to just run past all the mobs and run to the boss, I will give them the ability to do so. And I'll just have the boss all the way at the bottom. So it'll be a little more like, I guess, Path of Exile. But what I'm thinking is, at the very bottom will be a portal. Sort of like you get when you kill enough mobs here. There'll be a portal that you can take to go to the boss, and there will not be going back after to that level. So you'll be able to clear everything out entirely to get more cards and become more powerful, or if you're just an insane player, you could get no power-ups and run to the boss. I guess. The only thing that I kind of want to figure out is some incentive one way or another to either go faster or incentivize to, aside from just the cards or the power-ups you get. I'm not sure what or I just leave it to the player. I don't know. The point is, the bosses are not supposed to be very easily beatable, to say the least, with no power-ups, or very few. And the amount of power-ups you get, or the amount of XP you get, will scale, and that means it will also scale the amount of XP you get per level. So if a mob was to give you 100 XP on the first level, maybe they'll give you 125 on the second level, or 150, or whatever it is. But the amount of XP, right, you need for every card will also increase. So in a sense, it might be good, instead of the 5 maximum cards you get per floor, you get 2 cards and you go to the next level and you get 2 cards in there. But that depends on, I guess, how good you are. And if you can beat the boss reliably, which I guess will depend on how much meta progression you're going to have. Because if you have a lot of meta progression and you upgraded your health and your damage base, you're probably going to have an easier time. The plan is to basically have it be like Hades, Dark Souls. bad example, but the point is, I don't want the player to be able to beat the boss on the first several attempts with 0 upgrades. Unless the player does really well mechanically. Basically learn the fight, and then yeah, sure. If you want to, if you're gonna play enough where you learn the fight and everything, or then you're good enough, yeah, sure, go nuts. But a brand new player that hasn't seen it, I don't want it to be a walk in the park. So that's the plan. So tomorrow we'll start reworking it, and I actually have a slight preview of the mobs. And there was actually an update to Paper ZD, so I might try out that as well. So here, for example, we have, let's say, regular, elite, and champion. So the regular mobs could be just the regular size, elites will be bigger, and champions will be bigger still and have a outline. Or maybe their outline would just be a different color compared to these guys. Maybe this will have one color, this will have another color, this will have another color. I need to see tomorrow, actually, we'll try out Paper ZD's new system that allows layers for characters. So you can put things on different layers. So if I theoretically put the outline as a separate layer on top, I might be able to tint just the outline and adjust just the outline without having to like do a ton. The problem becomes that I need to re-render everything if I do that. So we probably won't do that right away. This is done through a post-process effect. No post-process. With post-process, you can see. Obviously, there's a little bit of exposure stuff that's happening as well. You can see the outline there is post-process through a custom depth buffer, or custom stencil that I have here. I just have it set to 2. And so he gains basically an outline. So for now, we'll set this something like this up for visually, and we'll need to look into... Yeah, we'll do the Paper ZD stuff later, because I don't want to re-render all the stuff. So even if it works, re-rendering will take a long time, and I'd rather set it up with the post-process volume. That'll be fine. We'll have I have all the values that I want to use for the mobs to start with. We just need to set up effectively our spawner to be able to select regular pack, like trash pack, or maybe like a tough pack. And then I could say, okay, regular pack, 10 mobs, 2 to 3 elites, 1 champion. Trash pack, mostly just trash mobs with maybe an elite. And then you have some variety. So, should be more interesting. We'll see. We will see. But I've been looking forward to this, and I'm hopeful. But for now, guys, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hope you had fun. I will be back tomorrow. And if you haven't seen it, I posted a little snippet today of the plans for Sunday's video, I guess. I started putting in some houses along the streets with some connecting little pathways. It doesn't look great right now because it was just a test, but City Gent's gonna continue Sunday, most likely. So thank you all so much for joining me today. Hope you had fun. Back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific, as always. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.